So, guys, it's that time of the year when you get to invite your parents and grandparents for Canadian PR. You heard that right. We have latest information coming in with regards to the PGP program or Parents and Grandparents program, sponsoring them for Canadian PR. This time, the news is not so great because it is following the same pattern as the year 2020. So, in this video today, we will be talking about the alternatives as well. If you do not get to invite your parents under this particular program, what to do, what could be your options, could be HNC, could be super visa. So, we will be discussing everything in detail in this video today. Please be sure to watch the video till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back. Once again, my name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, we are discussing the Parents and Grandparents program for the year 2024. Under this particular program, all Canadian permanent residents and citizens get the opportunity to invite their parents and grandparents to get their permanent residency, which means reuniting families, as Canada always loves, will be happening this year as well. So, Canadian permanent residents and citizens will get the opportunity to call their parents and grandparents from overseas to Canada, live with them permanently. So, guys, well, first let's just take a look at the news and then we will talk about the options if you do not get PGP this year. Now, this particular information just was updated, and this says that the 2024 intake for the PGP, which is the parents and grandparents intake, will be opening on May 21st, 2024, which is right about the corner, just about 15 days from today. Again, just like the past 3 years, the fourth year as well will be a random lottery. Um, the sad part is that they haven't opened the pool this year, which means all the people who actually submitted their interest to sponsor or basically who entered the pool in the year 2020 will continue to be a part of the subset this year as well, which means no new applications are being accepted. The same set of people who applied in the year 2020 who submitted an interest will be considered this year as well. This particular time will be IRCC will be inviting 35,700 invitations, out of which they expect to get at least 20,500 completed applications. Because sometimes what happens is people submit their applications, they're not complete or they don't meet the eligibility criteria. Then those applications are returned. Hence, IRCC says that out of the 35,700 invitations, they expect to get at least 20,500 complete sets. The invitations will happen over the week, the 2 week period following 21st of May 2024. So all of the people who had actually submitted their emails or their information in the 2020 pool, those guys will continue to be a part of this time's application as well. If you guys get an invitation, if you guys get an email, be sure to start uploading or start preparing the information with IRCC as soon as possible. Be prepared to start putting the file together so that the file does not get delayed for any reason. Again, as mentioned on the IRCC website, the invitations right now are closed because it is by the applications are closed because it is by invitation only, and the fee for this particular program is $1,205. Overall, the important part here is that because again, this is the fourth year when people are not getting the opportunity to invite their parents. It is a very common question that if the PGP is not opening up, then what are the other options of inviting parents for PR? Guys, there are two pathways through which your parents can come over. One would be a temporary pathway, which is normally a visitor visa. But for parents and grandparents, there is a special category of visa, the visitor visa, which is called a super visa. Now, for super visa, parents get a stay in Canada for up to 5 years, and which is further extendable for another 2 years. So, overall, parents get a 7-year stay, but they are still temporary residents and they do have to go back to your home country, they do not get the benefits of the local permanent residency here. If that is not something that you're looking at, the second best option would be to go for humanitarian and compassionate grounds. Now, HNC application, as we all know it, is usually done in situations where your parents are inside Canada, because inside Canada the cases get stronger. Outside Canada, there are tons of people who are applying for it. Whenever we do HNC applications, there are a couple of things that we want to look at. For example, support to a Canadian, a citizen or a PR, best interest of child, which is BIOC. Again, the family composition, the mental stability, the people living alone outside, all of these conditions are supposed to be looked at. HNC is a run wild application where we as consultants or your own representatives or by yourself also, you try to prepare your file and try to seek exemption on certain grounds. And so basically, so that the IRCC officer can consider those exemptions, give your parents the possibility of getting a PR here. Now, HNC may not be suitable for everyone. There has to be a strong assessment that has to be done, because a lot of things have to be looked at before we can recommend HNC to anybody. Again, not for everybody. We will have to look at what kind of a situation that you fit in, but definitely it is a good option if you're not able to get through PGP or super visa as well, or if you already have super visa, you've spent a lot of time here, you want to seek exemption and get a PR at an earlier date. All in all, this is all the information that we have with regards to the PGP program. Let's just have a look at what kind of an income is required, because this year's income has been updated. If you look at the last 3 tax years before the date you apply, if you're applying in the 2024 intake, for if you're two people, so that means one person here. So this family size comprises of you as the signer, co-signer, your family members below 18, plus your parents, or the person who you are inviting, anybody whom you have sponsored, plus their dependents below the age of 18. So all of that, their minor children basically, all of that will be looked at. If you look at the count of three people, for 2023 tax year, they should have paid their family income should be this. If the cosigner is there, if the cosigner is not there, then the person's own income should be this. And then for 2022 should be this, and 2021 should be a little less than that. 2021 you see a lower figure only because this was a one time exemption placed due to COVID. So if this has been there for the past 2 years as well. So during COVID, because people could not earn that much money, that's why the figures are low. Otherwise, if there are 7 people in the family, you're looking at close to 94,000 for 2023, 91,500 for 2022, and about 69,000 for 2021. And then for more than 7 people, the additional amounts are as so mentioned. Guys, this is the income figure that you need to meet if you want to sponsor your parents. And like I said, if you do not get invited this year as well, or if you did not get a chance to submit or enter the lottery in the year 2021, 2, 3, and 4, then you might want to do a super visa, bring your parents here, and then after they live here for a couple of years, you could consider an HNC application if you are eligible for it. Otherwise, you will have to wait for another year, and another year may bring another set of requirements, or lottery, or first come first serve, howsoever IRCC may be looking at it. Guys, I hope the information today was helpful, gave you much insights into what's happening in the world of Canadian immigration. If you have any questions, if you want to discuss your case, please feel free to schedule an appointment with us. We would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best, and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.